Welcome back to this window into the world of Batman Begins. Soon, I come face to face with the Cape Crusader himself, Mr. Christian Bale.
He kind of wants people to punish him.
And we find out more about this nifty little beast. That's what's still to come, but right now we're at the European premiere of the movie, and it's like rush hour in Gotham City and Leicester Square.
There's much humor throughout the movie, but never directed at the Batman. We take that very seriously.
Do you ever wish, just to get away from the press and to remain incognito, you could just like pull on a mask and those people wouldn't bother you anymore?
Oh, you know what? No.
Are you a fan of Batman comics?
Well, yeah. I'm not going to stand here being one of the actors in Batman and say I'm not a fan of Batman, even if I'm not, but I am.
My character isn't. The film will explain how. My character is the Bat Signal.
Have you ever been asked to play a superhero? And if not, then would you do it?
Well, no, I'm a bit open to play a superhero.
Come on, Michael. You've played a kind of evil role, though. Is there not a kind of danger that you might always be offered those and you can never be a nice guy again?
No.
Are you worried about being typecast as Batman now?
If that were to happen, then so be it. You know, stick a fork in my ass and that's it. I'll be Batman for the rest of my life.
As well as giving us a brand new Batman / Bruce Wayne in the shape of Christian Bale and revealing his hidden origin, we also get a brand new, super pimped up Batmobile. It's built like a Sherman tank, it drives and handles like a Formula One car, and impressed all the stars of the movie.
I'll get my car. I brought mine. Yours.
If you don't like cars, you can't help but have an appreciation for the engineering behind the Batmobile when you see it. And it's something completely different from any Batmobile that you've seen before.
What's that? Oh, the tumbler? Oh, you wouldn't be interested in that.
It has credibility. It's meant to be coming from a military application.
So what do you think? Does it come in black?
What I wanted to do is combine, a sports car, combine a Lamborghini Countach with a Humvee.
It's a Humberghini.
Humberghini, I like that. You should paint on that, Gary.
Yeah.
It was a male dream fantasy car, right?
Absolutely, something that it has a sports car thing, but it's also got the aggression, so you can literally roll over other cars and crash and, crush over them.
It's quite a fantastic looking thing, but it's not CGI'd in, and it's not tricks. It does do all those turns and speeds, and the guys did drive it. It's real.
He's on the road.
When they first said what they wanted to do with it, I was a little bit skeptical myself, but there was not one stunt, not one jump, or not one gag that we did where the car didn't drive away from it. It just kept coming back for more.
I'm a girl. I never really was that into cars.
Right.
I was, just get me from here to there and sports cars, whatever. But
Right.
when I saw the Batmobile and then I heard it turn on and I saw how fast it went, I was like, okay, I get it.
I gotta get me one of those.
So, what have we learned so far? Well, we've discovered the true origin of Batman for the first time. We've also discovered that Bruce Wayne's a bit nuts, according to Michael Caine. But what other Bat facts should we know? Check out our fact file. Batman has been fighting the good fight against crime in Gotham City for 66 years now, having first appeared in May 1939. More recently, Christian Bale lost a whopping 4.5 stone for his role in The Machinist, and then had to put that back on, plus a further 2 stone 6 pounds to play the Dark Knight. He gained the weight by working out and eating lots of food. The new Batsuit, which is far more flexible than previous versions, is composed of a neoprene undersuit with moulded latex sections on top. The workshop that created it was nicknamed Cape Town, and over 40 people were employed to make the costume. The new Batmobile is equipped with a 5.7-litre, 340 horsepower engine. It's 9 feet, 4 inches wide, 15 feet long and weighs 2.5 tons. It can accelerate from 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds and can jump up to 6 feet in height. The look of Gotham City was based on a combination of New York, Chicago and Tokyo. Filming actually took place on the streets of Chicago as well as in London's Docklands. The largest Gotham set was in a former aircraft hangar in Cardington, a small village near Bedford. Most big Hollywood movies employ a second unit to film stunts and many shots not involving principal actors. But for Batman Begins, Christopher Nolan directed every single shot of the 129 days of principal photography. There have been many Bruce Waynes over the years, but there's only one man that could play him like a true American psycho, and that's our very own Christian Bale. Danny met up with him, like she does, in LA and discovered that he quite enjoyed getting a clip round his bat ear.
Boys will be boys, and for most of them, they dream of one day becoming a superhero. Sadly, though, they usually end up becoming accountants. But for Christian Bale, his dream is realized as he now dons the famous cape, the cowl, and the utility belt of the Dark Knight. So, amongst the many questions I had for him, I've got to say the one I was dying to ask was, what was it like to get behind the wheel of this, the coolest car in any superhero's garage? The Batmobile.
The things they say about him. Can he really fly? I heard he can disappear.
Who are you?
Now, first thing I have to ask you was, you lost 60 pounds approximately for The Machinist, and then I heard you put another 80 pounds back on for Batman. How was the timing for that for you?
It was too short, you know, it was too short a time to be healthy to put that weight back on. But, you know, The Machinist was a script and a project that I just loved. And so I wanted to commit to it that much, and so I really had gotten to be, you know, like a toothpick. And then Batman came along. You know, he's a guy without any superpowers or whatever, so you have to actually look the part. You have to look like you can physically do everything that he does. It was just a race, you know, of stuff in my face and working out for hours, you know, lifting weights.
What was the best part, losing or the putting on?
I would say that the losing is actually preferable. When I started eating again, you started getting all of the moods and the nervousness and everything coming back. But, you know, it didn't matter because it worked for Batman, because he's meant to be a moody, dark character.
Where are you?
Here.
Now, what was it like driving the Batmobile? For all the men
it was screaming, you know, it's a real raw machine. It was absolutely stripped to the bone on the inside, so there was no kind of sound insulation. So as you're driving it, you can't hear a damn thing, you know. It's screaming in your ears, but that's so exhilarating.
At least tell me what it looks like. Never mind.
By the way, Liam Neeson said that even though he kicked your butt a few extra times in the movie, you're actually a better fighter in real life.
The training is nothing.
Thank you very much, Liam. You know, he's a big dude. I'm not sure that would be the truth.
Was the fighting like really hardcore training for you?
We were looking to try and invent something that would look like Bruce Wayne's own invention. And then it was my stunt double, actually, Buster Reeve, who remembered this discipline called Casey. Which is kind of, it's like a Spanish-English fighting discipline that's really brutal. It worked very well with the whole cowl and the suit because of the positioning.
I was going to say, working with a mask and a suit, does that make everything doubly as hard?
The suit was actually fantastic for the fighting. It gives you the protection, you know, so I really could take punches and not be devastated by them. But the Casey moves are very brutal. It's all about breaking bones, but it's also about never moving backwards, you know, and I liked that about it because, to me, Batman has a strong masochistic streak, you know?
Right.
He has a lot of guilt, and he kind of wants people to punish him. So as he's moving in on the fights, he doesn't object to the fact that he's getting hit. He enjoys that pain.
And lastly, because we've got to wrap it up, Batman continues. Should we expect a sequel?
You know, that depends how it does. I would hope that people will like what we've done with it. I think it will be the first time that the hardcore fans of Batman will find, you know, finally a Batman that, you know, is a definitive portrayal. But it's also just great movie making. It's great storytelling, and so if people like that, then yeah, I'd hope to be able to continue it.
The guy dresses up like a bat clearly has issues.
ends here.
Cheers, Danny. Well, that's about it from our revealing look behind the mask at the all-new Batman. From me and all of us at the European premiere in Leicester Square, see ya.
The movie action continues today here on ITV1. Next, with the classic starring Kirk Douglas, Laurence Olivier and Peter Ustinov. The Academy Award-winning Spartacus is next. And later at 6:30, when his friend is murdered, Axel Foley is out to find the man responsible. There's action and laughs as Eddie Murphy stars in Beverly Hills Cop at 6:30.